Action! Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. How's it going? Everyone have a great week? I did. Had a very productive week. Although the podcast scheduling was slightly off. I do have to admit that was my own fault. This week kind of got busy with a lot of production stuff for the Costa Rica film, so the editing kind of got pushed to the oops. The editing kind of got pushed to the wayside. A lot of great things happening with this Costa Rica film at the moment. So we were just getting prepared, and some of these meetings were very important. So I did it caused less time for me to actually edit the episode, especially the one that just went up on Wednesday, because it was 2 hours, one of the longest ones I've done. So it left less time to work on it. And my laptop is so damn old that it's run out of space, and it doesn't really want to work. So I use it just for internet and my notes app, basically. And maybe I haven't tried writing a script on it in a while, but I use it just for the internet and YouTube, because it really doesn't do much. I might have to I was thinking about resetting it to factory settings and just adding a few things that I use, and updating it to wherever it can go, and see if that works. But I don't know. It's a piece of junk. By the way, this is the second time I have started recording today. Technically, I think this is take 3. I went 5-ish minutes, give or take. And I looked down to see how long I was going, and it said 0. So, oh man. Yeah. Anywho, one thing I was saying on the first go around was with in regards to posting the podcast episodes. I was really bummed that I missed my I missed the Monday, the Friday Monday deadline, because I really would like to have a more structured deadline, not just with the podcast, but with everything I'm doing, because I am, as you may have heard in past episodes, I'm a very procrastinating person. I wait to the last moment to do things, and that's just how I've always done things, and I really want to change it. So to be on a schedule, to have things planned and executed by certain dates will hold me more accountable. And the fact that I missed already twice, it kind of bums me out. But there were other circumstances, and so it's not completely devastating, but it's just a little bit of a bummer. But we'll work on it. However, this has been the most consistent I have been with a project or any sort of creative work. So I do have to give myself credit for that. And we're almost caught up. I might have already said that this in this episode, but in the first go around when I was recording nothing, we're almost caught up. So maybe, I think by next week we'll be right back on track. And last night I recorded an awesome episode, which I can't wait for everyone to hear, with a longtime friend, a great actor, hilarious guy, Owen Virgin, and he will, I think he'll make you laugh. He sure as hell makes me laugh, and sometimes he doesn't have to say words. So look out for that one. That will be up on Monday. If all goes well today, this should be up tonight. Hopefully I won't have to do too much editing. I can just snip and put the video on, and then export it and upload it. Recently I've been liking watching back, making sure, just listening to things and making sure everything sounds good. especially when guests come on, if there's like certain things I want to take out and make it flow a little bit nicer, or you know, it's. I was telling Justin last night that I feel like I put a little bit too much pressure on myself with the podcast. I feel like with certain guests, I want it to be a certain way. I want it to feel a certain way. Um, and so I started forgetting questions and, things like that. My brain was slipping, but I don't know. I think if I just let it be loose, and just have one formula that kind of fits all, but I can change a little bit so that it's not every episode, it's not cookie cutter. I think that'll be fine, because I don't want this to have a pressured feeling to it. I just want it to be natural. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. I think it depends on who the guest is and how easy it is to pull information. And as I do this and interview more people, it'll become easier. I'm no Howard Stern. I can't yank information out of people like it's super easy. But yeah, I'll get the hang of it eventually, I guess. It's just talking, right? Right. So I started recording today's episode with no real intention of any topic. And of course, my notes app on this computer hasn't updated because there were some notes on here that I really wanted to talk about, but they're not here for some reason. Man, are you kidding me? Nothing goes the way I want it to. I got a new drink from Starbucks today, though. That sip tasted like Fruit Loops. That was weird. All it is black tea and soy milk and I think vanilla. It's called a London Fog. I don't know. Not bad. Better than the English breakfast fog London latte tea. Whatever I got. So if I do tea, I'm going to do that one. But yeah, I'm super like pumped, excited, hyped up, whatever. Yeah, I got off work and, stuck in an office all day and now I'm just home and I'm free to be me. So I don't know, I'm excited today. Just talked to my dad on my walk home, and I haven't talked to him in like a couple weeks. And it was just such a nice talk, and it made me really happy to talk to him. So yeah. And then tonight, Justin and I are going to an event. I'm not sure the scope of this event. Could be really massive. It could be small, but hopefully it'll provide some great networking for us. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of filmmaking people there. I honestly have no idea. He just said we're going to an event, and it's at 8, so I'll be ready. So, oh man, yeah. People are vague as shit, so that's how I live life, with just vague as shit information, and I hope that it works, and that I'm just there to do something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I've been writing a lot lately, guys. I'm checking in with you. Remember I said last week, checking in with the writing. I've been on literally every day. I've been writing at least one page. One day I wrote 6. Another day I wrote like 2 or so. But I've been writing. We're at 41, 42 pages. So I think if we get like, 30, 35 maybe more pages or so, we'll be golden. So I'm definitely over the halfway point. I think if the movie's like an hour 15, it'll be fine. The subject matter Like there's a lot of uh, not a lot, but there's a definitely one major part where there's a lot of talking, a lot of heavy um, dialogue, emotional dialogue. Uh, and so I just don't want certain scenes to be like drawn out. I don't want the movie to be drawn out. I don't want it to get boring because the movie's about intention and living life with purpose and basically everything I talk about it. It's living life with keeping having a positive outlook on life and not being surrounded by negativity and following your dreams. And it's when certain things happen, it's okay that those things happen, and just accept it and move on, and know that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, and that there's always something better coming your way in any form. You have ups and downs, and the nothing is ever going to be um, gumdrops and rainbows. uh, you know there's always negativity, because you can't have one without the other. You can't throw up a ball and expect it not to come back down. So the movie deals a lot with that stuff. It deals a lot. It's about me. It's about a friendship that I had, and it's about dealing with certain things that happen in life, and how you move on, how to continue, how to pick yourself back up, how to you know how to just live life in the best way possible. And I think it could be a very inspirational movie. I mean, I can't wait to see what the first draft looks like, because right now it's in pieces. It's it's literally, I typed it into the typewriter, so there is janky. The like how it's typed is not very good. It's the format's not on point, and then a lot of the reverse of pages are me just handwriting it. So I could be at 41 pages. I could be at less. I could be at more. I don't know. But the order of how it is, it's very out of order. There are scenes that happen at the end, happen in the middle, that are on page like 12. And so I kind of been writing this as um it's I've been writing it as scenes or moments have come to me, especially since I'm pulling a lot from life and past experiences. So as things re-enter my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna write this scene. And so yeah, like there's a huge major scene that I just wrote that takes place um, towards the apex of the movie. It's I think it's probably it's just after the climax. It's like when the hero realizes it's if we want to compare it to the hero's journey, which now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably really try to use that as an outline. Even though, I mean, every story is a hero's journey, no matter how you cut it. You can make it fit in those parameters. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to line out the hero's journey. But so if we use the hero's journey, especially Joseph Campbell's definition of the hero's journey, the scene I just wrote is basically where the hero realizes that even though things look bleak, that he must continue on, in order to pursue the goal. It's basically like when in Star Wars. It's basically like right when Luke sees Obi-Wan get killed, and they leave, escape the Death Star, and then he's like, okay, I gotta keep going and fight the Empire with the rebels, and then he goes and blows up the Death Star. So it's like, it's kind of that moment right there in there. But yeah, thanks for helping me out. See, like this helps me. This helps me try to figure out my creative stuff. So I'm gonna lay out the hero's journey and plug in bits and see what works and what doesn't. Um, yeah, that's actually a great idea. Glad I thought of it. Something my dad always says is when like my mom or like his assistant or someone comes up with an idea for the business or literally anything, he just goes, "That's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it," even though he didn't. So, that's funny. One day I'm gonna have them on the podcast because my parents' story is very interesting. What they're doing with their business is very along the lines of what I talk about here, and I'm sure I've mentioned it, but my parents have a jewelry company, and it's called Addison Taylor Fine Jewelry, and they have created a movement based off a piece of jewelry. The idea behind it is not that it's a piece of jewelry, that it's a tool to help heal and better yourself. It's called the Tree of Life Intention Stick. I wear one all the time. I'm sure you've seen it. It's if you guys are watching, it's this silver tube. Wrapped around it is the Tree of Life, and the idea is you insert words. You insert up to 3 words, because more than that, it gets to be spiritually unbearable or overwhelming. Overwhelming. The idea is you insert words. It comes with 22 words. They range from anything from success to health to spiritual, gratitude, things like that. Peace, and the idea is you put them in and you live out your life with those intentions in mind. And also for you can insert words for yourself or other people. If you're sick, you can insert health and just live your life with the intention that you're going to be healthy. Same thing with success. There's courageous. There's 22 words. And what's amazing about these words is that my parents have literally done a lot of research into this. There's like a whole science behind the whole thing. And that the words that they've chosen have 70 something meanings behind each word. And so one word, you might be using one word and the person next to you might be using the same word, but you're both using it for different reasons. Because those words resonate with each other differently. And it's an amazing thing. They are doing amazing things with it. They are meeting amazing people because of it. People's lives have changed. People's lives have been saved. People have become healthier. The stories are miraculous. I'm gonna link their website below, so if anyone is interested in purchasing one, or seeing their stories or hearing other people's stories, feel free to check it out. They're fairly inexpensive. I believe they're around the $50-ish range. The idea wasn't that they wanted to sell it as a piece of jewelry because it would be very easy to. They wanted it to be affordable because they really want to help people, and they see that it's helping so many people. So if they keep the cost low, then more people are inclined to get it. And it's amazing that the profit goes to part of the profit goes to a couple different charities. They use local a local service called Gompers, which is um, uh, it's a it's like, I don't know if it's a business or if a service, but it it provides people with special needs. My dad likes to say special interests, um, but the people with disabilities and who can't wouldn't be able to get a normal day job, like they like people that wouldn't be able to go in and apply for a job and get the job that, um, people with like cerebral palsy or Down syndrome, um, ailments like that, and they provide jobs for them. And so one of the things that that they do is they package these. So you know that each intention stick is packaged with love and with care, and so the it's not just like a way to make money. Like they basically pay for the costs and then they put it right back in so that they can keep making them. And it's just a way to help people. And it's and oh yeah, and you keep it close to your heart so that it's always resonating and vibrating with your heart. And the idea is just to better yourself and to, um, spread love, spread the just spread greatness and kindness and just love. There's too much negativity to already in the world, so why continue to have it? So yeah, I that's my rough version. There's a whole backstory behind it, how the intention stick came to be, where it sparked, where the idea sparked, where how each iteration of it, and where we are now. And the stories are endless. So one of these days, whether my parents are here or when I go back to Arizona, that they will definitely be on the podcast. Their story is amazing, and I'm sure that episode will be long as shit, but I think it'll be one for the books. Um, yeah, so yeah, and that's and the intention stick is where I got the basis of my idea for the movie, for my screenplay. There is a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there that ties directly into the ideologies of the intention stick and living your life with intention and purpose, and things like that. There's a character that uses a lot of what my mom says when she talks to people. The character just is basically there to guide, the hero, you know, to guide the main character, and just to say, hey, like, it's okay, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for this script because it's very close to home in a lot of ways, in all ways, pretty much. And I'm excited because it's one of the first features that I've taken this far, like actually written. Uh, well, no, I have my Western that I read. Well, no, because the Western. So my first Western that I directed, um, was supposed to be 30 minutes, wound up being 10, and so I started writing a feature version of it where I incorporated the first script, which was 30 minutes, as I just said, and then I also have the second script. So it turned out to be like around 45 pages, and I changed things and I added things. So right now it's sitting at like 55, um, and it's not done. It probably needs another like 50, at least 50 more pages. It's probably going to be like close to a 2 hour, maybe less, like an hour 40 ish. Um, it's pretty, because with a feature, it's so much easier to explain things that I couldn't in in 10 minutes or in the 30 minutes. And it makes more sense to have it that long. So, I mean, that one is, I think right now is at over 50 pages. So that's the furthest I've gotten with this script. And I just haven't finished it, which is a bummer. But this one that I'm currently working on, the untitled road trip movie that I'm doing, it's one that I'm most excited to write and finish. There's just something about it that is drawing me to finish it. Whereas the other ones, I'm like, I think I'll just get to them when I get to them, which will be right as soon as I'm done with this first draft. I will start finishing the other ones, because like I said on the first episode of the new year that I did, that this is the year where I finish some scripts, because they're just sitting there waiting to be finished, and they're good scripts. At least I think they are. I think I'm a pretty damn good writer. If I'm being egotistical, I think I'm pretty good. I'm no Tarantino. Although one day I think I would love to be considered on that level of writing. That is one of the goals, very long-term goals, is to have a writing style like him. I'm not trying to make Tarantino movies, but he definitely inspires me, him and the Coen brothers. So if I could get somewhere near that level, then I will be happy. So, but I think I'm a pretty good writer. I'm a great creative writer. If you ask me to do a research paper, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I love writing, and so I'm not sure why I've held it off. I've held off on finishing those scripts, but this year is going to be the year. We're gonna finish them. And, some of them are more complete than others, and some of them aren't. Some of them haven't even been thought of. So, yeah. But by April, we're gonna have 3 first drafts done, and you can hold me accountable. Oops. Yeah, I don't have my topics in front of me. Maybe we just call it a short guy today. Not a short guy, but a short episode. Just keep it quick, keep it short and simp, and get this one up, and I can start editing the one for Monday, and keep on a schedule, and I can get to work on the script. I can do that right now before I hit the gym hard with Justin, which I am sore as shit. We did legs on Monday. My legs, today is the first day they don't feel sore, and it's Friday. My chest is a little sore. Didn't work out yesterday because we had a meeting and I did the podcast. Back is fine. But today, I have a feeling today's gonna suck ass. But yeah, you know what? Let's call it a short one. I'm hungry. I gotta eat. Didn't eat lunch today. Fridays are a short day at work. They're a few hours shorter than my Monday through Thursday. So I either don't bring lunch and just wait till I get home, or sometimes we'll all, as a group, we'll go out to lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna do some stuff before we head to the gym and have a fun Friday night. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. The numbers are going up, which is awesome. We got another sponsor. Gotta record some sponsor stuff. Put those in there, which is awesome. So thank you guys, because without you, I wouldn't have those sponsors. And yeah, let's keep this going. Let's keep these numbers going. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys, because this is fun. This is fun for me to sit here and talk and kind of flesh things out for myself with projects and talk to friends and see what they're up to and what gets them going. And it's a lot of fun. So please subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow me. You can also find the. Oops, yeah, I keep hitting the mic. You can also find the podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Castbox, wherever you find podcasts. You can find my podcast there. Please subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Numbers are going up there too, but let's keep it going. And you can find me on Instagram at Harrison Burger, Twitter at Harrison C Burger. Let's see what else. You can check out Itty Bitty Movies. There's a new one up there, a new little Western we did. So please check that out. Let us know what you think. Leave comments on the podcast. Send messages if you want to chit chat. If you have ideas or you want to talk. I'm here to chat. I'm open. So yeah, guys, have a safe and fun and amazing weekend. Yeah, it's been fun. I like these little short Friday episodes. But I'll see you later, or I'll see you on another time. Cut!